Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen, and today we are having pork chops for dinner. And I said to Steve, how do you want yours? And he's like, oh, I don't know. You know what they're like. Anyway, he's come up with this suggestion today that he wants his pork chop. They are boneless, they are rindless, so I haven't got to worry about anything like that. He wants them in a roll. Pork chop in a roll. Oh, okay. So we've got our pork chops, we've got our rolls, but what Steve also said was he'd like some stuffing. So I've made up some box stuffing. Nothing fancy. This is just Lidl's own. And he wanted apple sauce. So that's what we'll be having it. And I said, well, you need something with it. And at the time I was going to do something with my pork chop with rice, but because I'm filming, I've decided I'm going to have the same. So I've said to Steve, well, do you know what? Potatoes, roast potatoes, and a gravy to dip not only your roll but your potatoes in. And because I'm not cooking a joint, I'm not going to have the juices from a joint, and I think that a lighter gravy goes better with pork, so chicken gravy. I'm also going to have some leeks in mine, and my leeks are left over from when I made leek and potato sauce at the weekend. So if you come on down, I can show you exactly what I'm doing. If I move things out of the way, let's see. Right, on my board I have some of the SPG that I made up. Now, what is SPG, you might be saying? Well, it is just simply a mix of salt, pepper and garlic. So I've put that on the board, and I'm just going to put the chops on. And then I'm going to sprinkle some more all over the side. No, I'm going to sprinkle some more on top. Rosemary would go well with these, garlic, whatever you want, but this is what I've got, so this is what I'm using, SPG. So I'm just going to leave those to one side just for a few moments. My kitchen needs to be about 3 times the size, then maybe I'd be happier. Right, so frozen roast potatoes, okay, don't use them all the time, very rarely use them, but I'm cheating today. So 210 fan for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, so we're going to be doing it in our Ninja Mega Zone, so let's just bring you around so you can see that. Right, and I'm going to put my potatoes into drawer number 2. No, I'm not. I'm going to put them into drawer number 1. And the reason is I have found that drawer number 1, or zone number 1, actually cooks a lot quicker than drawer 2 or zone 2. So I'll put those in there. Then I'm going to put my stuffing into this straw. It's just on a buttered sheet of aluminium foil, or for you American viewers, aluminium foil. Okay, so zone 1 I want at 210, I said, didn't I? 210. I can air fry them, so I'm going to air fry them at 200, and we'll go for 25 minutes. Press zone 1 so that we know. Zone 2 I'm going to air fry again, and that will only take about 10 minutes because I don't, excuse me, that will be fine, and then the extra 15 minutes my chops will cook. So Zone 1 set, zone 2 set. I don't need to sync, I don't need to match. We press start, and that's wrong. Right, potatoes are in zone 1. So, excuse me, I'm going to air fry my potatoes at 200 for 25 minutes. My stuffing has gone in zone 2, so zone 2, and we're going to air fry that, but we're only going to air fry that for about 10 minutes. And now I'm going to press start, and that's it. I don't know what I did last time, but hey ho, that's it. It's now cooking. That's sitting there. I'm going to butter my rolls. I'm going to make up the stuffing. No, I've made up stuffing. I'm going to make up the gravy. What I did say to Steve would have been nice. In my freezer, I have 2 rolls of pork fat, which would have made beautiful crackling. But because he only decided an hour or so ago, and we were out, it wouldn't have defrosted in time. But crackling with these would be superb. So we'll be back once the stuffing is done. Well, as you can see, our stuffing has cooked and we're just waiting on the cool cycle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out, remember both hands, and I'm just going to take the stuffing out like that, and I'm going to pop in the potatoes in. I'm just tossing the potatoes, and I'm going to pop in the chops. Just as they are, nicely coated. In the sink. Back in we go. There you go, it's finished cooling. But now, zone 2, we're going to go to air fry again. We're going to go at 180, and we're going to go for 15 minutes. That's it. Let's just show you the stuffing. It's cooked already, just when you add the hot water. This is just to give it a little bit of texture. Right, I've extended the potatoes, and my chops I'm taking out now because they're cooked. But just with as with any meat, I do want my chops to rest before we start to eat them. So I'm putting them on a rack, and just to let them rest, I've put a little foil pouch of the pre-cooked leeks in, and well, it's just a question of letting it carry on, finish cooking the potatoes. Here are the chops, and I think they look pretty good. So next time you see all this, it will be on the plate. Right then, we're cooked. On Steve's, we have apple sauce on the bottom, the chop, the stuffing, a little bit more applesauce in the top of the roll, dipping gravy, and roasted potatoes. And on mine is built exactly the same, except I have finished with some leeks. So you know what happens now. I'm going to take Steve's through, and then we'll be back for the all-important taste test. Okay, I've cut mine in half, and I'm going to try and take a bite of everything. Better if you've got a big mouth. The seasoning on those chops is amazing. The sweetness from both the applesauce and those leeks. Fabulous. So I'm just going to dip my potato in the gravy. Seriously, guys, want something a bit different with your loin chop? Give this a go. It's absolutely scrummy. Now, I'm not going to do it on camera because, well, you just know that I'll make a mess. You could get your sandwich, because to all intents and purposes that's what it is, and dip that in your gravy and then eat. You will not be disappointed, but what I will say, have the napkins at the ready. So, thank you for watching this episode of In the Kitchen with Pen, with Steve's bright idea for this sandwich, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. If you'd like to see more of what we get up to in the kitchen, click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here. And obviously don't forget to tick that ding-a-ling.
Stand there.
That ding-a-ling.